What do you mean? It's
Oh, wait, now it is. Okay.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
It's going live. You're live. Guys, can you hear us?
F it, we'll do it live.
Let me know if you guys can hear us. So I need to know a couple of things. First, I need to know, can you guys hear the music? Is it too loud or too quiet? Secondly, is my audio okay? And is Jared's audio okay? He's using his webcam audio, so it may not be crystal clear, but I just want to make sure like you can hear us.
Oh, dude, I mean, I can hear it. I wish I would have restarted my... I like want to restart my computer and use my microphone. It sounds so bad.
Would it let you just pop back in, or would it create an issue? Let me see. They said yes and yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. How does that sound? Proper modulation.
It all sounds good to me, dude.
Right.
I can hear your music. I can hear your level. I just,
Spartan. Let me see something here. Blah, 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 blah. There you go, Spartan. We gotta keep things good. Write another message, Spartan. Let's see what happens. Just say howdy or whatever.
howdy.
Maybe it doesn't show up here. Let me check here.
What doesn't show up?
I made Spartan a moderator. I'm not seeing the wrench though. Hi guys. So how's everyone doing? This is pretty
Who,
cool,
me?
huh? Yeah, you too.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
You talking to me, dude?
Looky here, Your Honor. We are
Yeah,
seeking restitution.
Spartan's got his wrench, dude.
There he goes. Look at that. Wielding. Is it wielding? Yes, wielding. I remember I always got it confused between wielding and yielding. Yielding means, I think it means stop. Or pause. Or hesitate. Wield is what you do with the sword, right?
Audio so much. Here, Skillz, can you hang for a minute and a half while I restart my computer and call you back?
Yeah, do whatever you got to do. I don't even need you.
Okay. Okay, sounds
No,
great.
no, come back.
I'll be right back.
All right.
Okay.
Restitution. Okay. All right, guys. Well, there goes Jard. Just like that. Just like that. He left us. Warning: the stream's current bit rate is lower than the recommended bit rate. So, guys, does the image not look good? A shout out to Alias Carpenter. And yes, this individual is absolutely related to John Carpenter, the creator of Halloween. Cameron, what is up, homie? Who is here? Looks like we have a lot of the same gang here. It's telling me my bit rate isn't great, so I don't know. Thank you for tuning in to 98.5, the number one worst station. I'll have to ask Gerald. Hey guys, look, I'm drawing circles. This mic is gonna fall down. I just know it. I know it's gonna fall down. I have an extra big microphone today. Jared should be calling back. Oh no, I had to restart his whole computer. You're very welcome, Elias. Elias, do you know me from this channel or from Winky Dink? I recognize most of the names here from Winky Dink, but I have nobody to talk to. I mean, I can talk to you guys, but I can't hear you back. They should make it so where you guys can like leave little audio clips. But well, while we're waiting for Jard, I've been practicing drawing hands. They're very, very hard. So I already messed this one up. But like everything else, you got to kind of break it down into like key shapes. So I'm still in that stage of kind of figuring it all out. Well, it's not bad for a quickie, but it gets tough when you get into those like poses where you got like the fingers like, you know, coming at you. Coming at you. So those are a little tougher. You guys know what I'm talking about. Classic superhero Spider-Man type. Like this isn't good obviously, but you know what I'm talking about. But that looks like a creature or something. But I will get better. I drew yesterday, I think, 50 hands. I actually got inspired by an artist on YouTube. He drew hands for 12 hours straight, which is really cool. But I did learn how to draw an ear perfectly. I drew, I think, 120 ears a couple of days ago. And so now I can, I mean, I knew how to kind of draw ears, but now I know exactly, like, so, I mean, look how quickly I did that, you know? So, and the cool thing about it is you can add that, like if I wanted to make like an elf ear, it'd be kind of like the same basic principle of so I never had a problem with ears, but oftentimes I would just kind of like, I don't know, I would just do something like, I'm trying to think, how did I even draw ears before? I think I used to just do something like this. And the thing about it is it's really kind of lame because ears are really easy to learn how to draw. And the reason is because they don't change. Like hands are hard because you have these fingers and they can do all these crazy shapes and poses, but you know, ears are pretty much going to stay the same. But the reason hands are important, and my theory is if you could draw faces good, hands good, and feet good, then all the rest is really pretty easy. But most beginning artists avoid the hands and the feet because they're tough. But the reason they're important is the most expressive part of a character. If you have a character with a really expressive face and let's say really expressive hands, let's say these hands are really good and this face is really good. The body doesn't really matter because you can do a character that has like noodle arms. You can do like, you know, a character that's like muscular, whatever. But those right there are going to be where our eyes naturally look because that's where we look when we talk to people, at their face or eyes or hands. So most people try to focus on the body and they say, oh, I can't draw hands good or I can't draw feet good. But really, you should put all your time into getting those right. And then the world will be your oyster. Where's Jared, man? I need to bring the old chat in because you guys know I like to see what you're up to. The way I'm looking at it right now, well, there it is. Let me pop out the chat. Is Jared still there? He's just frozen. All right, pop out chat. So let me see if I pop this out over here and get rid of this if it goes away. No, cool. Alrighty. What are you guys saying? Aldrin, welcome from Brazil. So Spartan said it's Elias. So it's, am I saying that right? Elias? Elias? I'm trying to think how I would say that smoothly. I have a friend named Ailey that's spelled like that without the ES. So it's not, so it'd be Elias. Elias. No, I'm going to mess this up. How do you say Aldrim? Well, I don't know what happened to Jared, guys. Anyways, yes, Jordan, it does take a very long time to fill a bathtub. The other day when Kayla was here, she decided she wanted to take a bath. So, of course, I had to clean the bathtub. Not that it was totally filthy, but I love taking a bath, but I never do because I feel like you have to have a good sized bath to really appreciate it, and it's very small. So, are you guys still here? We're losing people by the second. Come back, come back. Let me know if the bit rate is bad, because well, let me feel like something is not right here. So we got 2 ears and a hand. Oh, jeez. Nobody has said anything in a while. I think you guys all left me. So if we break down the hand, I know this is very exciting, guys. So if you look at it from the side, a hand actually, let's say this is the arm. A hand won't be just like this because of the way the wrist is. So there will actually be kind of something like that. It's just the way the bones are. And you could have like your little pinky finger here. You could have some other fingers right here. Uh-oh. Whoa! Getting in a call, guys. Whoa!
There we go.
Yeah. Does it automatically put you back on, or let me see? Yeah, it does.
I gotta turn this back.
Yeah, that's that picture of me.
Dude, it just automatically.
All right, well, we just got demonetized. It's all good, though.
Okay, great. What'd you get demonetized for?
For that picture.
For the picture of you?
Yeah. Let's see. Put this right here. Okay, so Jared, I was going to tell you, I keep getting a warning saying your stream's current bitrate 361 is lower than the recommended bitrate. Do you think it's because we switched over?
Yeah, because we didn't. You didn't fix the bitrate on.
I'm guessing that's something that can't be fixed after you already went live, huh?
I don't know. You would just have to go check it.
Where did we go to do, we go to settings and then
we went to the settings and then I don't know where it is in the settings because I don't use what we're using now.
Output. But okay, output, we have recording and we have recording path, we have recording quality.
It would be like in stream or in video.
Streaming, video bit rate, 200.
Yeah, knock that up to like 600 if you can.
It's funny because even though I have it at 200, YouTube overrode it and said, no, I'm going to give you at least 360.
Yeah.
Apply. Or actually, let me go back there. Yeah, while you were gone, you know, people were just having a great time.
Oh, were they really?
Yeah, it was great. One guy said, I hope Jared doesn't come back. I'm like, that's not nice.
Dude, I literally had to get a new microphone.
Really?
Yeah. My microphone doesn't work anymore. I had to go to the store, buy a new microphone. I'm pissed, dude. I'm pissed.
He's angry, guys. Can you blame him? It's very important, guys. So listen, before we get into some more drawings, anytime.
drawings.
Jared, are you listening to me?
I try not to, but you're in my ear holes, so I got to.
So, I need you guys to listen up loud and clear.
What is happening?
What? We need to get proper
Do you
modulation.
have a megaphone right now?
We need proper modulation, guys. So, to make sure to get inspired for proper modulation, we have to listen to the proper modulation song. Hold
The
on.
proper modulation song.
It's a classic. You guys will love it. And then, let me bring it up. You guys, I'm telling you. So, let's go ahead and mute. And I'm going to bring up a tab. Watch this. Proper. Okay.
It's very disorienting to like, I can see the stream, but it's like behind by 15 seconds or more. And like, now I see what it's like on your end of this whole business, Skillz.
Yeah, it's guys. Can you see Jared? Is it showing up?
Is what showing up?
Let me see.
So I'll tell you, anything that you would do right now, I wouldn't see it probably for a half a minute. That's how.
Half a minute.
Yeah, there's about a half a minute difference from what you say to what is being seen on screen. Yeah.
You said a half a minute.
Yeah, I mean, I would guess like 15 seconds to 30 seconds, but it might be more. I mean, I can tell you what's in stream right now.
You know what's
It's me explaining it. Anything that I would do right now would be, that's where it's at in the stream. So.
Oh, you know what's different now? Usually when I would bring stuff over my my iPad, it would show up because I was sharing my screen with you. But OBS does not want to let me see. Like when I put stuff in front of it, I can't see it.
Oh yeah, because I was taking a screen grab. Well, no, yeah, that's weird.
I want to show something. How do I do that?
I was grabbing your screen.
Yeah.
You're just grabbing.
I think once OBS is locked in on my iPad, like nothing can override that.
No, you might be able to do, like, if your iPad is on a screen, you should be, instead of grabbing the source, the iPad, you grab the screen. I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea.
It's very, very confusing. Well, you guys can hear it though, right?
Thank you. Proper modulation. Proper modulation. Proper modulation.
Yes, I heard that. Proper modulation.
Green. Type. The two.
Skills. Yeah. I heard
Green.
proper modulation.
Proper modulation.
Second.
You can't hear it anymore?
Proper modulation.
Hear
Proper
what?
modulation.
I hear like a voice saying proper modulation.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
Testing. Testing. 1, 2. Testing. Testing. 1, 2. Proper modulation. Proper modulation.
I don't know what's happening. Skills.
That's
What are
fine.
you doing?
I just want to make sure we had proper modulation.
Oh well, yeah. We
had
proper
too many
modulation.
people in the stream. There was like 4 people here, and it was making me nervous. I was trying to get rid of a few of them.
I see.
So,
Proper modulation.
3, 2.
Proper modulation.
Well, it's kind of cool. That means I can bring the chat up on my monitor, and it doesn't show anymore. It doesn't cut off the screen. Anyways,
It
Jared.
seems to me that what you did is a window capture, not a screen capture.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter what's happening on your screen. It just matters what's going on in that window.
Yep. Pretty amazing. So I was telling everybody. So once I repeat this again, they'll all be gone because they've had enough. They came here to be entertained, and instead they're getting bored to tears. Welcome to 98.5 J Rock, the number one.
Welcome Welcome to J-Rock.
The
Hey,
number
what
one
was
hit
the
jazz
name
station.
of that guy from last week? Larry Avocado or whatever? Artichoke?
Vinny Artichoke.
Yeah.
So look, I was telling them I started practicing drawing hands,
Okay.
and so I don't know how many I drew, like 40 or 50, but I drew like 120 ears, so I know how to draw ears now.
Okay.
And I was telling them that an ear essentially is pretty easy to draw because it doesn't change form, But
Okay.
so you see, I can go like this, like that, like that. And that's an ear. And then I showed him how I can make it to an elf ear. So it's kind of good because I really just was kind of winging it when I would draw ears before. But yeah, so let's get right down to it. We got
So it's a 15-second delay, I think, because it just is now doing the ear that you were just saying. You see if I can do this, and that.
You can go with this. You can go with that.
You can go this end. You can go with that.
Anomaly tube.
That.
Anomaly. Tube's an anomaly. Yeah, we had a guy join in named, I thought it was Elias Carpenter, but Spartan said it's Elias, I think.
Elias?
Elliot.
Elias. There's a very good song called Elias from...
What should I draw?
What band is that? Dispatch. That is a great song. I love that song.
Dispatch?
Dispatch, Elias.
Proper modulation.
Proper modulation, proper modulation, proper modulation, proper modulation, and all that jazz. And all that jazz. Proper modulation, and all that jazz.
Would I get in trouble if I draw a middle finger? Is that considered... Anyway, so yeah, I am in my first stages of learning to draw hands. I was telling them that the most important thing to learn to draw is hands, faces, and feet, because if you can do those really well, the rest doesn't really matter because those are the most expressive parts.
Careful what you're doing there, my friend. Careful. Careful. This guy.
You thought I was going to do something naughty.
Careful! I was just seeing what you drew 15 seconds ago.
Oh.
Now it looks like you're starting to draw another hand.
So you have your little knuckles, and these all come straight towards the wrist. Now, another thing to keep in mind is with the fingers, we know that it's divided into three parts, but a small little thing that's good to know is it's not an even thing like this. It actually is essentially each one gets a little smaller. So, but there is
What gets a little bit smaller?
I would say your mama, but I happen to like the woman, so but there is the power in threes, Jared. Because, like, even when I was doing the hand, I was kind of thinking, like, think about it. You can, like, some people like to break down, like, if you look at a leg, so you have the upper leg, the bottom leg, and the foot. You have the upper arm, the forearm, and the hand.
Mm-hmm.
You have 1, 2, 3.
You have the testicles, and you have...
Yeah, I know. That's what I was going to say. You're going to offend somebody, though. Don't.
Okay.
Don't offend anybody.
I'll try not to offend anyone. I know I'm a little bit offensive.
But some people even like to break the body into, like, the head, the upper body, and the lower body. But, I don't know, sometimes it helps. Because I think about the hand. I feel like it should be kind of like 1, 2, 3, proper modulation.
Proper modulation.
Oh, I see what you thought. All right, well.
See what I thought? What?
Well, we got 6 whole people here. Well, I don't know how I'm going to entertain all you guys.
I mean, it's technically, it's technically more people than are usually in the Winky Dink one.
Yeah, where is everybody?
Huh.
Come back! Yeah, Cameron said, I don't know if I should be happy or sad that these streams are on Skillz page for now. Jordan said 7. 7 whole people. 7 whole people. Dude, I made it. I love that story you told me the other day about how you made it.
I could tell. Once you said it again, I was like, oh, I'm going to hear this a lot in the next couple of years.
Well, no, because we did. We at that time, we did make it. It's a reasonable thing to think at that time. And what do people do when they make it? They get wasted to smoke cigarettes.
I remember like thinking, wow, I like the channel made more in a day than like I had ever made in a day, you know? If it just did that all the time.
Then what happened? Tell everybody what happened.
They all know what happened, Skillz.
Wow.
I talked about it all the time. Now we're on Shotgun Sandwich Entertainment, so it doesn't matter what happened on that channel on that fateful day.
So should I tell them, well, then what happened to my channel?
What happened to your channel? Tell me, Skillz. What happened to Shotgun Sandwich?
The same thing that happened to your channel.
Not really. You didn't get demonetized and stuff.
Well, they basically told me, like, you have to... I know, dude. You would think if I was already monetized, they would just leave me alone.
Yeah.
But they were like, well, you're not doing the numbers
You didn't reach the threshold, yeah.
I didn't know that it worked like that. I figured, does that mean that they monitor, like, everybody's channel, and then if at any point you drop below, they automatically demonetize you, and then they remonetize you? That just seems like a big pain in the butt.
No, I don't think so. Once you reach the threshold, then you're good. But they didn't grandfather you in. You didn't get grandfathered in. I like, as you might recall on the last stream, I showed you I have like more than 10 channels. I had a few of them that lost their monetization the same way Shotgun Sandwich did, where they didn't have enough subscribers or watch time.
So basically, you're saying I'm
Spartan,
screwed.
accurate, my friend, accurate.
What did he say that was accurate?
He said, we know what happened. Wink settled down and married female Kruger. Where is that picture, dude? I want to put that in my Rolodex.
Of what?
The female Freddy that you drew, that I'm in love with.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think I burned that.
No!
Yeah, I'm really struggling right now.
All right, I'm going to see again if I can find the picture of that girl that looked just like your female Freddy. I don't know if I have a picture on my computer, but we're going to find out. I know that there's a picture somewhere on one of my computers or hard drives.
Proper modulation.
True. Proper modulation, proper modulation, huh? Proper modulation, proper modulation, huh? Proper modulation, proper modulation, proper modulation, proper modulation, proper modulation. You guys like my song? Hey guys, do you like my song? Yeah, I think your song is wonderful. Proper modulation. If you're gonna modulate, your proper modulation. If your proper modulation modulates summation.
All right, guys, so I am going to put an email And my computer is like not liking this.
Is it not proper modulation, you think?
Guys, bars, vape god. So I'm putting an email in here. I want you guys to email me any pictures, any drawings that you've done that you want me to review and offer critique. So, because I saw that Spartan said, I also have trouble drawing eyes and the nose together. They just never look right. So, I'll touch on that. But anybody out there, and don't be embarrassed about how good or bad it is or whatever, because I would like to help you. Help me help you. But yeah, I got to get something figured out here. I'm very uncomfortable. I don't know why. I can't draw like my arm. I don't know. I need to move this over. I need to get a actual tablet. So I'm really in a weird position. But okay, so let's take this one right here. Here's what we'll do. We'll actually start from scratch. So we'll start with a circle. We'll divide it in half. This is looking straight on, okay? So we'll divide that circle perfectly in half, and then we'll go ahead and slice a little bit of the side off on each side. Okay, now we're gonna put a line up here. I'll explain this later, and a line down here. This is basically the hairline at the top. This is the nose at the bottom. So this line in the center right here, that's your brow line. So your eyes are going to fall underneath that line somewhere. And eyes can vary. You know, you can have like really eyes like that. You can have the eyes like down here, somewhere in there. Now keep in mind that these eyes are going to generally be an eyeball apart. So whatever kind of eye you do. So if my eye is going to be this big, then I can kind of say, this is what the eyes, about the distance of the eyes, okay? So the nose is right here. The thing they always talk about is the triangle. And so it's, let me use a different color. So there's a triangle shape, basically that is used to, you kind of just lay that over the eyes to the nose. You're funny. I already got one from Jared. I actually will bring it up. I will. So
I just kind of wanted just a little bit of like critique because I've been like working on some artwork recently.
No.
And I just thought you could.
I know I'm going to do it. So a lot of times what they'll do is like in caricature drawing, this triangle right here will dictate like the look. So if you have a triangle that's like this, then you're going to have eyes like this, and you're going to have like a squashed up nose in here. If you have a triangle like this, then you're going to have eyes like this, and you might have a nose like that. I think somebody else just sent one too. All right. Cool. Spartan did one. I'm going to bring these up then while we're at it. Now, there's another technique that a lot of people have. So just think about that whole triangle thing. But there's another technique where you. So like you saw how the eyes here. I'll just do it separately so you can see the concept by itself. So think about, you got your two eyes. You guys might have seen this. It's basically this shape. And if you looked at it from the side, like 3D wise, it would kind of look like that. So think about a line going through basically the center of the eyes. So it's kind of more of a shape like this. So like this for the brows, and then you bring this down kind of like this. And this is going to be kind of where your nose goes. So it's kind of like the whole triangle thing. I'm basing most of my stuff off what's called the Loomis method. It's one of the most popular methods for drawing heads, and I would definitely look into it because
you said the Loomis method.
Loomis, Loomis, and
Isn't that the name of like the doctor from Halloween?
Mm-hmm, it is.
Oh, nice.
Now, when you look at these things, you're going to see a guy say, you need to do this, and you need to do this, and this, and it's going to seem like so overwhelming, but I'm telling you, just take the time. Sit down and draw 10 of them, 20, 30, 40, 50, until it's burned in your head. And it's going to seem generic, but once you know that, you'll always be able to refer back to that Loomis method, and then you can deviate from it. But now you know what you're doing. Now you know, like, you're purposely making this ear bigger, or you're making this. But it depends if you're doing realistic art or cartoony stuff. If you're doing realistic art, you're going to want to follow certain things. If you're doing cartoony art, then you can like literally draw a circle for a head, and then do like some kind of jaw like that, and you can have a guy like that, or you can have a guy that has a head shape like that, and the jawline is only that big, and then you're like, you see how that changes it. But if you're doing realistic stuff, you want to kind of, the Loomis method is a good one. Anyway, so let me go ahead and grab these. I got like 3 drawings.
I have an actual one that I've done.
Oh.
No?
Oh, you guys should. I wish you could see what Jared sent me. I don't know how to access it without. That's the tough part, huh? How do I get it on here without showing very private personal information, Jared?
I don't know. Very carefully, though.
Yeah, I was sure it was a way to like turn off like the iPad for just a second. I wonder if you can do that. So I know you can mute microphones. So
yeah, you probably can.
Let me see. Let me see. Lock preview, full screen. All right, guys, I got 3 drawings in.
I'm going to send you a real one right now.
All right. Did you ever send me a picture of the Mona Lisa? Oh, I thought he really sent me something. So.
See, I did something that was vector. I think maybe I drew it outside of being vector. Actually, I think I traced it vector. I think I drew it normal.
That's funny, Jordan.
I've shown you this. You might not be able to share it on your channel, though, but I'll just send it anyway.
Man, I don't know how to do this. Here, let me try something. Let me see if I... All right, we're going to stay here, but my screen's going to go away. So let me... Stop mirroring. Okay, cool. So let me go grab these pictures real quick. How do you switch? Jeez. You would think, for some reason, hey, where's our music? Jeez, we don't have our music, guys. What's going on here?
No say, homie. No say, loco!
Can you hear the music?
I don't know yet.
All right.
I'll know like 30 seconds after you start it. Or 15 seconds after you start it.
Another account. No. All right, I need to just forward these in. Sorry, guys. It's only take a second.
Oh, you can probably turn me down a little bit, Skillz. That NDI source, if you're using it, it might be kind of loud.
Oh, right. Well. See, this is fun. I don't even get to draw. I just NDI.
Are you using the desktop audio or are you using NDI audio?
Desktop.
Then just turn the desktop down just a tiny bit.
What about, is that better?
I will know in 15, 20 seconds.
Okay. So we got Miguel. Let me forward that. This is amazing. You think my one email would know my other email. It doesn't. Wait.
Cool. I think it might be better.
It knows Jared, but it doesn't know. You know what? This is not going to work. So let me just download. So we got one from Jake. Jake, the man. And we got one from Gerald. Okay. Now we are going to okay.
Wow.
What?
I just I found the drawing that I started with that I vectorized. I think you'll find that shocking. Can I send you that?
Yeah, definitely.
Dude, I'm actually surprised at how well I adjusted it. So I drew it on a pad that was not good. It was like a really, really cheap tablet where it's screen, it's just the tablet and you have to look at your monitor. Way back. Let's see if I can just drag and drop. I might be able to. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to find out a better system to do this for the future, so you guys won't have to wait like this. This is kind of
A little janky.
spur of the moment. And then Jared just sent me another one. Almost there, guys. Oh, interesting. Scanning for viruses.
Did it have a virus on it?
It's so funny.
It had my social security number, but I don't know if it had any viruses.
Well, that reminds me, I haven't showed you guys mine yet. All right.
Well, I'll show you yours if you show me mine.
Show me. I wanna.
I'll show you yours if you show me mine. Dude, did I tell you about the Evil Dead remake?
Yeah.
Jesus, that movie was
I
good.
want to see it.
Dude, it was stupid good. I only bring it up now because I realized I was supposed to have gotten it like last week from Amazon, and it didn't come. The package that had it never came or was stolen. And I got it this week, and it's sitting right in front of me. So good, dude. You will love it. You gotta watch it.
I'm going to, man. I know even Chad really loved it, so.
Oh, Chad loved it too? Oh, he's the one that told you about there was like an eye thing.
Yeah, he's the one that got me all freaked out.
Yeah, it's the eye thing is no big deal.
Okay, it's probably just him. He's just being a wuss. Oh my God, he's here. What'd you say?
No. Chad, hey, buddy, hey. Dude,
All right, so
hey.
so we got some drawings here.
So we have
Okay.
So that's Jared's.
Dude, what kind of money are you making lately that you can just like buy
Look.
blowhorns and stuff, dude?
okay. So
Blowhorns.
I don't know, what do you call a megaphone?
Yeah.
A bullhorn.
So this
A
one
blowhorn,
is from.
bullhorn.
Well, I should go in order. So the first one actually was this, and this was from. Gosh, I have so many windows open, guys. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to get a much better system. Who did this one? I have the name in my head, but
Does that say fuck money?
where?
Fuck money.
Jared, you still there?
Yes, I'm still here. Oh, I forgot the. I'm 15 seconds behind on the video.
I know.
So,
So you have to get used to it.
son of a bitch.
Well, you don't
All
have
right.
to because you'll never be here again. But
Wow, that's terrible. Come
well,
on.
no,
man.
not because I don't want you here, but
It's not making it better.
Jake,
I will be around.
we're using OBS for streaming. No, we're not screen sharing from the iPad. I'm actually sending the iPad to my desktop and then capturing it in OBS. Anyways, I don't know who did this one. I do, but I have to find the email. Let me see. This is... Okay, so this one is from... Wait, is that...
When you wish upon
Oh, okay.
a star.
Okay, I want to make sure I'm not like... Okay, cool. All right, so yeah. Okay, cool. I'm good. I almost said your name. I didn't want to say someone's name. All right, so it's really good. Thank you for taking the picture with the big reflection. It's almost as if you were trying to. I don't know. I mean, I feel like. You know, you should take advantage of that reflection. Just really, I think it looks a lot better now. It looks like smoke. So this is from Fantasia, I think, right? I don't really know, like, because I'm assuming you drew this from a reference from the actual, either a still frame or from the movie. So there's a lot of things. Like I say, if I go with the thing that really stands out, just without knowing a whole lot about the reference you used, I'd probably say, let me go with that one. I would say the hand looks a little bit too big.
But doesn't Mickey have like big ass hands?
Yeah, I still feel like the proportions are off. I'd have to look at the original. And the other thing too, I would say, make sure you're there. So I've been doing a lot of breakdowns of other artists and comic book artists, and that's where you trace over what they drew, but you're not just like tracing it, you're breaking down all the shapes. And then when you turn off like their image, you just have like your little breakdown you did. And I was really surprised that a lot of comic book artists I like, their proportions and stuff aren't all that great, but what they do have is line confidence, and that's like really important. So instead of doing something where you're hesitant about it, or you're kind of doing this, even if your proportions are off, if you have like line confidence where you just, and also the change
Is line confidence like similar to what they call like a BDE?
I don't know, what is BDE?
Oh, well, if I have to explain it, then it's inappropriate for the stream, I suppose.
You're gonna piss off Jordan. All right.
I'm gonna piss off you.
So you see how instead of being indecisive and kind of easy, there's like, it's good, but I feel like if you just made certain like decisions and kind of just more. Like think about when a plane changes. So if you have like a hand, think about if you're drawing a hand from the side. You know, I can do something like this with fingers. That's very boring. But if I do something where each time it changes, I'm like really decisive about that. Change. It literally has a different energy. And so a lot of these comic book artists, they are great at rendering. The lines they use and like all their cross hatching is like so beautiful that the art itself, the structure underneath it doesn't even have to be perfect. So like if I turn off yours, you see just those confident lines. I feel like Mickey's nose comes out a little more. But yeah, with all these, you could literally take this drawing and trace over it and just make decisions about stuff. Instead of it kind of just slowly doing that, you can make and when you're doing lines like this, definitely that's like a trick too, is if you're trying to make two like lines connect, it's hard to have that energy. So what you would want to do is do something where you go like that, and then you go back in and you erase what you don't need. And this is something like top professionals do in animation and everything to get really good lines, because it's just too hard. Like in little places like this, it would be too hard to because now you're drawing with your fingers. And it's really hard to get confident lines with your fingers. So it's better to like try to use your arm, and even if like you don't get it, then come back this way, come in. This eraser is way too big. Jared, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here, dude.
Okay. But yeah, I feel like there's some proportion issues here with Mickey, and then I feel like if you got your like right here would be a fun place to just make decisions. Just do then you could come in and just erase what you don't want. Take more time than this and make sure it's nice and clean. Oops. No. Jared, did Spartan have any specific questions? I haven't checked the chat.
No, he doesn't have any questions.
Just said you're an a-hole.
Yeah, he just said you're terrible.
But you see how like when I turn off yours, just those the confidence in the lines and the commitment, and that comes with practice. But I mean, it's with anything. But they always tell you when you start out, don't this is people refer to this as sketching. And it's because you're kind of feeling your way through. And even if you start out like that to get something down, when you get what you want, you should go back over it. And like I said, make those confident lines, because it's just that energy comes through in the drawing. And I mean, in a way, it's kind of a cheat, but people do it, so it works.
I feel like with these streams, I kind of miss out. Like, I really enjoy watching people draw. And like, I've never gotten to just sit and like enjoy watching you draw, dude. It's always just, I'm always talking or focusing on my own drawing.
I haven't drawn anything good today, so you're at the perfect stream.
Well,
can you guys hear me? I feel like I may have been too far from the mic.
no,
Welcome.
You were fine, dude.
98.5, the number one shit station.
Is this 98.5?
I'm sorry, Jordan. No, this is SoundCloud, the number one shit station.
The number one
yeah, if you have any questions,
station.
but like I said, it's you used a reference for this, so I don't really. I mean, what did you do this in, by the way? Is this watercolor? It's good
He
though.
said he used pastels, I believe.
Okay.
Also used pastels, so it might have been watercolor and pastel.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know if Jordan's still in here, or if we lost Jordan.
Oh, you're right. It does say the F word. Here, look at ready. I'm gonna have to. So this is Jake's. That's really cool. So tell me, what is this for? Is it for like an album cover, like ideas, or are you just doodling, or what? Looks like it's two different drawings, one on the top and then this one. Yeah, I'm looking at yours right now, dude. Jordan went to do something. Jared, I feel like they're all in the same room together. They know what each other's doing.
Well, I think Spartan and Jordan have become friends. I'm not sure, but it seems like they might talk outside of here now.
103.5 WGRR Cincinnati, coming at you. This next song coming up, a brand new artist, Jared Winkler, In My Basement.
I could be making that up too, by the way. I don't mean to.
It's 12
imply
degrees in Cincinnati right now.
That people are like friends outside of here if they don't know each other.
Partly cloudy.
Maybe I'm just imagining in my brain. If you see Jordan,
So I like this.
sick.
I like this, Jake, but I think I need a little bit more information. You know, it's if you were sending me in concept style art, comic art, something where I'm like, yeah, I could critique it. It's hard to critique it when I don't know what you're going for, but that's kind of cool, Jared, don't you think?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you're, I don't know which part you're kind of looking at, because there's the top part and then the bottom part.
I have it zoomed in on the top part. You can't see that?
Well, I mean, it just zoomed into the top part. So,
Yeah, so now you know what it feels like.
yeah.
How do I
it
sound, by
sucks.
the way?
Well, you sound really close to the mic now. The thing is, generally, with our streams before, it didn't really matter because I was always, if I'm watching you draw and I can see your stream in real time, it's no big deal. But vice versa is a little more difficult.
All right, well, until our buddy Jake gets back, let's look at what Jar did. So he sent this one first. Alana. I like that font. I'll start there. That reminds me of like I feel like I've seen that in a movie or something.
Oh, I don't even remember what
Something to
the
do with
font
a car.
looks like.
So I like that. The first one you sent was this one. So this is what you started with?
Well, I can't see what you're looking at, but if you're looking at the like sketchy one, that's what I did first. Yes. Jordan's back. Hi, Jordan.
Hi, Jordan. We should do a test sometime to see if I share my screen with you.
Mm-hmm.
If it doesn't mess everything else up, because then you would kind of see real time. Okay, so you start out with a sketch. So you did this.
Yeah, you probably could. Why don't you take a shot at that? Just see if you can.
I'm just worried everything's going to collapse.
I mean, it would be awesome if you could.
Oh, we got another drawing here. Oh, wow, that's nice. Let me see. How do I...
Is that the one from Spartan? He said he sent you a pic that his uncle drew.
Really nice, dude. Really nice. I got to find a way to get that on here, but give me a second. Okay, so I'm looking. You see the one. So you drew this on your tablet, right?
Not the tablet I have now. I drew it on a tablet where like it doesn't have a screen, and it wasn't very reactive. It was just like a really cheap tablet from I don't even know how many years ago.
Okay, so the tough thing is, usually when you're doing these critiques is for people that really want to improve their art. So you're going to kind of go in on them. With you,
and
I know that
I don't want to.
Yeah, you don't give a crap, so it's like pointless.
No.
But if anybody's watching, what I would say is
no, and I want to get better. I mean, if there's something I can learn from you, I absolutely would.
Well, okay, so what do we got here? So a few things. Well, everything. Yeah, just the overall anatomy. So the thing that stands out right away is what I talked about earlier, is the face and the hands. You did what most people do, is they kind of just shy away from doing any kind of hands. So it's really easy to like literally take a picture of your hands. It can be a shot that won't be complicated, where it's literally, you might see something like that, but you use a real hand reference, so you know it's pretty accurate. Right. You know, or if it's like a fist, because I mean, you didn't make any attempt, you just did balls, but it might not matter for this one. The head.
When I vectorized it, did I?
We're gonna go look at that one next. The other thing too is a huge thing when I was talking about line confidence. Another huge thing that goes far, and you get this from gesture drawing, is balance. So this, when I look at this, I feel like this character is going to tip over because their head is facing this way, their body's facing this, everything's like going that way. So it's really, you know, if you're going to have the shoulders like this, maybe have the lower part like that, and then maybe have the head like that. And you see how already that alone dramatically changes the dynamics of the piece. If you would have just moved things. So I could literally, so if I go in here and just do a few changes, and you can do this with your own art too. You get done. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to flip it. It's not going to make a big difference to me, but it will when you're actually drawing it. Things will stand out. So you can maybe move this over a little bit. Oops. And then maybe
So how is it that it looks so much incredibly worse when you flip it? Is it just your brain stops compensating for you?
Yeah, it's what happens is it's the whole principle. If you look at something for too long, you lose objectivity.
Wow.
So, and it's a huge thing. It's so huge. Like, we're spoiled now, but back like in the Renaissance days, they would use mirrors, or they would use they would turn the drawing around and hold it up to a window when it was a sunny day. But it's really, really important.
It just like, cause like I was aware that it wasn't good, but I wasn't aware when you flipped it, all of a sudden it looks so janky that like my mind couldn't even make an excuse for it.
I cannot tell you, it's not like something cool to do here and there. It's a necessity. You have to flip your stuff. Everybody flips their stuff. And we're so lucky that we can just do it so easily. I have the shortcuts, so I can just flip it back and forth. But
that is crazy,
dude. I've done so many drawings where something just doesn't feel right. I flip it, and I'm like, oh, that eye is way too low. Like, how did I not notice it? But I just, now the other way of doing it when I was like younger is you set it down and you come back to it the next day and you see it kind of fresher. But flipping it is like so great.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I would say the biggest thing, like the hands stand out to me. And then, like I said, the body wants to, you know, you can't have someone's body doing this. That the body is always going to want to strike that kind of balance. And even you'll notice sometimes when you're standing, you'll notice you're kind of shifted to one side. Or if you lean over this way, you'll put your arm up or put your head forward. You're just unconsciously doing things. You're balancing your body. But that, when a person looks at a piece of art, they notice that right away. And in art, they even want you to, like when you're drawing, you want to even exaggerate that. So even if a chick is just kind of leaned a little bit like in an actual photo like this, you can take that and just really push it. And it just adds so much. See how, doesn't this seem like so much more like alive? You know, when you magnify that balance. So those would be the two things with that. And then like with the head too, I mean, just no matter what, you can use your own construction, but figure out something, meaning like if you start out with a circle and you can put a line here and your eyes go here, your mouth goes here and your nose goes here, at least create some type of basic grid and mask so you know where things go on it. Even if you, doesn't even have to be in proportion because it's obviously a cartoony character. So, oh yeah, it's just really hard for me to draw at this angle. I'm like really struggling. But anyways, let's look at
what angle?
the way I have this, my arm is like just killing me and it's like shaking. I can't even draw.
Oh, that's wild.
I gotta yeah. I got things to figure out. All right, so that was that one. And then did Jake ever come back? Hey, Jake, I had a question for you. I'm going to get back to yours, but I basically was curious, like, what was, like, what were you doing? Was this for, like, an album cover, or just, were you just doodling? Like, what is it supposed to be? I was just looking for, like, some type of, frame of reference. Okay, so let's look at the other one. We gotta flip it. Actually, we can leave it like this. So this is the same kind of thing. This looks a lot better when you cleaned it up. Like, looks way better. And that's the whole thing about rendering. Rendering can hide a lot of flaws. And everybody uses rendering to a certain degree. Because in the professional world, nobody has time to measure things. You get your form where it looks right, and then you render the hell out of it, make it look nice. But it's like, this is better, definitely. But I feel like, so you have this angle kind of going, which is nice. But then it gets to the body and everything just becomes very symmetric. And it just is, it would be better if, so again, it's always opposite. If your upper body's going that way, then your pelvis area is going to go that way. You can't have both going that way. You can if somebody's getting tossed or something, but if somebody's in a pose, they're going to be trying to get balanced. So already we know if the shoulders are going that way, then these hips should be going a little bit more like that. Which means, since the hips are shifted, this leg over here is going to have to be a little bit straighter, and this one is going to have to be a little bit more out. Because it wouldn't, if they're both straight, then you're going to have one leg like this and one leg dangling. You know what I mean? So, let me lighten this more. So, and this would probably rest a little bit more to like really make it clear that that shift. And then the same thing I was saying with the head. This looks better, but I would definitely, this looks pretty good. Yeah, the head looks fine for like what you're going for. Also, stay away from, when it comes to drawing females, like you did everything well. But the neck, so the problem with the neck is it seems like you just, there's something going on in the neck, so you just threw a line in there and you were like, well, that doesn't look terrible, so I'll just leave it there.
Yeah.
Less is always more and better with women, because you got to be real careful. You start adding any kind of, let me get a different brush. This better. Sorry. Yeah, so with the neck, it's okay. Well, you're gonna have the collarbone right here, which is gonna go up like that, and then those lines are gonna come from here and go behind the ears. So if you were actually wanting to draw it, it would be something like that. But with something like this, I wouldn't do that. You always got to think about how things read. No one's going to mistake that's the neck, so there's no reason to put that line in there. So take that line out. The rib cage is fine. The other thing too is just defining the directions of things. It's like you're kind of fighting with her seemingly being at an angle, but then also drawing everything almost straight on.
Right.
And so again, this is where just simple a guideline. If you do a line like this, now you know like this is a center line. So this boob is probably going to be a little bit more over here. And this one's probably going to be a little bit more here. And then they kind of connect like. And then obviously the rib cage is going to belly button. So now we know that's going in that direction.
I would say like one of the biggest struggles for me is like if I'm drawing a character from like my brain, even if I like with her, how I tried, my brain can't imagine perspective when I'm drawing. I still just see everything front on, you know? It's just
that's why
it's very weird. I don't know
that's
why I can't imagine perspective.
Yeah, that's why it's so important to like the thing they start you out with is shapes, you know?
Yeah.
That's why that's really important, is because, you know, these shapes don't have to be perfect, but when you can start drawing stuff in three-dimensional space, you know, like these are really rough, like cones, tubes. These are really simple shapes that anybody, if they put even if you spent 15 minutes a day just on a sketch pad, look how ugly these are. Just start drawing them in different ways, even if they look like they're not good. And then little things like, okay, I know if you put some little rings around here, it helps make it clear, like but the thing that's good about that is even with that character you're drawing, you could turn her on. Let's say this is your first one, and you could really make her really light. But you can come in here and just say, okay, let me do a simple box, because I've been drawing these boxes all the time. So let me draw a box and let me do like the center line. And then, since it's angled, we're going to see a little bit of the bottom of the box. And then we'll come down here. Actually, I might do that differently. And then, you know, you can kind of combine these lines. But yeah, I mean, now you could do these and then lighten them down and then draw over again using these as a guide. The same with the arms, you know, just if you think about this as like tubes. So, but yeah, I mean, this is stuff that takes time, but it's good though. It's getting late. Jared's gonna have to go. I do want to show you guys the picture before I go. Let me see. Do I ever draw dead people? They're everywhere.
I draw dead people.
So anybody listening, email me. I'll put the email in here again. Not for tonight, but for next time. Email me any art you have. Of course it's not working. All right. Oh, I accidentally pasted my social security number.
Oh, crap.
I'll probably put up a post and put the email there. It'll probably be easier.
Yeah.
Anyways, before we go, I know this was a really just chaotic stream because we were trying to get a lot of things figured out, and I literally can't draw. It's like my arm is crimped and it's shaking, and I can't.
Oh, that's no good.
But I do want to. Yeah, I really like yours, Jake. I'd say my only criticism about this one is I would define this more. So here's the thing that you have going really good. You have really good shape language, and that's, again, these are things that are more important than, everything being perfect. You have these triangles going, like this would be like a dream for an animator, because they would be like, oh, this is going to be so easy to move this guy around in space because he's triangles, man. And so when you can break the character down to this, that makes it easy for them to move this guy all around. All the rest of it's just details. But so the shape language is good, and good shape language creates really good appeal. And that's like really important when you do a character. Like you could draw some guy's face and it could be like really good art, but you look at it, even if I colored this in and inked it real nice, it's still going to be like, there's no appeal to it. But if I create some, guy with like some funky head like this, that's all, just that little drawing right there already has more appeal. It's already interesting, so your shapes are really, really good. A lot of triangles, and typically they want you to do that when you're doing characters in animation, because you want to give the personality of the character. A big part of it, because they're so simple, is in their shapes. So if you have like a big brooding guy, they're going to make his shapes very blocky, and this is going to be like maybe the dumb guy. And then if they have like a nerdy scientist, they might go with like some triangle shapes like this, and it just, that language alone already gives a strong impression of like their personality. And so they're going to use that, like any character you see on TV. There's not, like, people want to think like any cartoon character you see on TV, somebody just doodled a cool character and like they turned it into SpongeBob or whatever. But all these characters, I'm telling you, even if they initially started simple, somebody took the time and broke them down using shapes and figured out what shapes make up this character. Again, it's for appeal, and it's also so that the animators can't sit there just trying to sketch around and figure out how to draw this character. They got to be able to quickly go in there and break down each chunk of that character, because their first pass on animation is just going to be the shapes and motion. They get that down, then they go back in later and add the details. But anyways, before we go, I do want to show you what I think Jared will appreciate this. So Spartan, that's really cool. I'm not going to show that one now. I'm just going to show the one that your uncle did, but we can delve into that next week. I'm just trying to think how I can. All right, I'm gonna have to cut things off real quick. Hold on. Well,
Okay, then.
Jared, we're gonna end this in 3 minutes. Save.
Okay, cool.
I know you do seem a lot more chilled now that you don't have to worry about it.
Dude,
You're just like, huh?
I have no responsibilities, so I feel very calm. But I'm also exhausted today, man. So I feel bad that I've been pretty quiet. But also, I'm just trying to pay attention to what you're saying, because since there's a delay, and I'm referencing visuals based on what you're saying 15 seconds before, I'm trying to pay attention to what you've said, so that when the visual comes, I can then apply it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Jake, are you still there, by the way? I wanted to show you something.
Yeah, I have to imagine that Jake is still here, but this delay is hard. This is another reason why we gotta get you into well, no, I guess it doesn't. Streamlabs doesn't matter. There's a way to cut down the latency.
Yeah, we should definitely look into it.
I think it might be a YouTube setting.
Okay. So I got it up.
Dude, like I was saying also, dude, I find it like watching somebody draw is like the most like calming thing to me. Like I just want to like sit and just like zone out to like drawing.
Well, hopefully I can do that for you next time. So this is Jordan's uncle drew this.
Jordan's or
not Jordan.
Spartan's
uncle. I'm getting you guys confused. You know, like when you have a bunch of kids.
Yeah.
Jared, Johnny, Jeffrey. Well, yeah, that's really nice. Oh, can you see it?
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see. I just saw it now.
So it looks like it's, I'm guessing pencil. Was this drawn on like regular paper? It looks kind of yellowish. I don't know if that's from wear and tear or. But yeah, it's really nice. I won't do any critique because your uncle isn't here to defend himself. Coming at you, 98.5, the number one shit music station.
Coming at you, 98.6, the station that won up 98.5.
We got a caller here. Caller, what song would you like to hear?
I want to hear.
Do you guys have Ice Ice Baby by Vanilla Ice?
No, we don't.
Okay, thank you. Never mind.
Can you imagine the guy telling him we don't have it?
And it'd be like, oh, okay.
No, this is a rock station, dude.
Okay, bye.
Yeah, that looks great, dude.
That's amazing. You guys have Ice Ice Baby by Vanilla Ice?
Pencil on a notepad in the 90s, yep. A notepad. I thought he really meant when he said notepad, like instead of an
that's
iPad,
too bad.
a notepad.
He said that his uncle passed away a few years back.
Sorry to hear that. If he has any other art, definitely share it. That's great. Is this anybody in particular? It's a very attractive woman, so I don't know if it's somebody he knew or someone famous.
Or if everyone that he ever drew just came out like attractive.
Yeah,
like the
person
person
like this was some homeless lady behind the dumpster.
Exactly. But then for some reason
he saw the beauty in him.
He just sees the beauty, yeah.
Yeah, she reminds me of certain actresses, but he said, I don't know. Well, damn it, Spartan, find out. Yeah, I did say your name, but it was by accident.
We could just put it on like television and be like, has anyone seen this woman?
So before we go, Jake, are you still here? You said yeah. I need to know if you're still here. We gotta go. That's really great, Spartan. Look at all our stream art. Where's that pretty girl? I don't like her, but I know you do.
Oh, I love her, dude. She reminds me of Libby.
Look at all the memories we have, guys. Remember this one? Remember when I drew this for you guys? Oh, Kayla messaged me. She's like, she looks like one of those dolls.
Who does?
The Little Mermaid. Oh, you're on the delay.
Yeah, I'm not. Oh, I love the Freddy girl, dude. I love that so much. Skills.
Yes.
Well, we'll talk about it outside of here.
Oh.
Never mind.
And then we had this one we did. I said we because you did it too. Let me see. Yeah, I don't know if. Well, I'll show you next time, Jake, because we gotta go. But Kayla's good. She remember we did this one of Kayla as a Wonder Woman. All right, we're gonna go because Jared he's got to be up. He's the only one here that actually has a real job. Him and Spartan.
Me and Spartan.
But yeah, cool.
That's not fair. There's probably a lot of people with jobs in here.
Yeah, again, I'm sorry, guys. This was really kind of just a lot of things to try to figure out, but
well, Skills, I think this was a really good learning lesson. Oh, I'm just seeing that image of Kayla's Wonder Woman. I fucking love. Excuse my French, but I love that so much.
Jordan is gonna kick your.
My what?
Hey,
Jordan, don't kick my.
We don't need that kind of salty language on a Sunday. Hi there. If you're listening to this,
to everyone.
Maybe you're going through something. We all are. Call in if you have any song requests.
Everybody call in just for the heck of it. We just want to hear everybody's voice.
Let us know. The lines are open.
If you want to hear any classical music.
Do you have anything from New Kids on the Block on the 90s?
No, we don't, sir.
Oh, shit. Alright, never mind.
Okay. Again, people, this is a rock station, okay? Classical rock and roll songs only, please. The lines are open.
Sorry. Any Britney Spears?
All right, listen. All right, guys. Well, we're gonna go. So, Jared, how do I end this?
You can't, dude. We are stuck in the interwebs forever now.
Do I end it on YouTube or Streamlabs?
I think you could do either, but I would do OBS. End it on OBS first. You may have to end it on both then, but end it there first.
Right, bye, guys. Bye, guys. Say goodbye,
all right, guys,
Jared.
bye. Goodbye, guys.
Bye.
All right, I'm gonna end it.
Okay, great. Thanks for